just like, do they have a Fire Fang user in the back? They probably do, right? That's what I'm scared of.
A few moments later.
Get these Fire Fang Incinerate users out of here, please. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh my gosh, no, it's not. What the freak? Dude, I hate these things. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. We are in the week of Mountain Cup, and at first I think it was a pretty fun meta, but it eventually devolved into a lot of fast move damage. But overall, it's quite a lot of fun to play in a Great League meta without Trevenant, without Noctowl and Lantern. I personally ran a Shadow Lapras with a Froslass and a Escavalier. I did eventually change Ice Shard to Water Gun on my Lapras because it's just much better for this meta. Before we get into the battles, a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons who've been supporting my content creation. If you would also like to have early access to my strategies and lineups, or see behind the scenes footage of my battles, feel free to sign up in the Patreon link down below. Getting into this first battle here, this is actually a pretty interesting one because I'm hard counter throughout every single part of this way. So we come in and it's going to be Ferrothorn in the lead against my Froslass. I'm not going to shield because most trainers, if they have a hard counter to Froslass, they would have came in already, so they probably have a soft counter, and that means I still get some meaningful energy off here. And as you can see, it is going to be an opposing Lapras here. The problem is my Lapras doesn't have too much play into their Ferrothorn, so I'm just going to no-shield everything. Turns out they're just going straight Surf here, so that's quite nice for me. I could farm up quite a bit of extra energy and see how it goes. Skull Bash is going to do quite a bit of damage, and you can see the Skull Bash does finally come through, and I charge up enough energy to start farming away here. Yeah, this is interesting. So, like I said, I'm hard counter throughout. I do have a shield advantage, but it's these wing attacks are definitely adding up from Gliscor. The good thing is Mega Horn actually does quite a bit of energy if it goes unshielded. So, again, I pretty much have to shield everything and see how it goes here. I'm going to overfarm a little bit here. I think we actually threw on CMP, which is really nice. Escavalier has very high attack, so you're going to win CMP in most situations. But yeah, let's see how it goes here. And here comes the Ferrothorn, and maybe I go for a combo play here. That might be the play. Yep, I go for the combo play. I get the Skull Bash off. There's a lot of damage even when resisted, and their Lapras comes in and I get counted out. So really intense match here, but again, like this team has a lot of play even in some of the worst matchups you can think of. And this is one of my favorites. When you go into Lapras lead here, I love to try to catch a Skull Bash. I don't think I've failed catching a Skull Bash actually, because every Lapras will throw right away, and you waste a lot of their energy there. I do still get to a Shadow Ball too, so I get a lot of meaningful damage off of this. And they're going to no-shield this. I believe I no-shield as well. Yeah, I'm going to let this go. Mainly being, I got a lot of out of that matchup, and I'm going to just counter down my Escavalier here. It is going to be a Froslass, so I'm going to throw the Stro Run to burn some of the Switch Timer, swap in my Lapras, combo play it too, still got the Surf ready, so we're getting a ton of value here in this matchup, and they actually come in Bomb Snow, so great catch from them to catch this Surf here. But I think I maybe just burned their last shield, probably shield this Energy Ball. It's unlikely it's going to be a bait here, and so it's pretty nice for us, because then we can get to this Skull Bash, and we get all shields down, or we take it out, and we get all shields down, and we're in a really good spot here. At this point, I can probably just let everything go. It is going to be a Shadow Ball, but my counter damage should be enough, and they're going to concede. Yeah. Escavalier, this is a weird one too, because you don't have a straight check to this, but I'm going to swap out and try to get shields down from my opponent. They come in with the Lapras, which is counter. What's up? Oh my goodness. Oh, she is not feeling it today. All right. You may leave. All right. Anyway, so not the best spot to be in for sure. I do have to shield a potential Skull Bash. So what I'm going to do is actually going to shield here. Even if they bait me with Surf, that means I can Surf all the way down. But they Skull Bash, so this is even better for me. I get a ton of energy, and Lapras with energy is very, very strong, even against the Escavalier here. And you can see I'm going to optimize my timing here, and then throw 2 back-to-back Surfs. I should be able to get a shield from my opponent. And now I'm just going counter with my own Escavalier here. And I am going to throw the Mega Horn. Does quite a bit of damage. You definitely want Mega Horn on the Escavalier, in my opinion, in this meta. It's very, very good. I've seen some running Acid Spray. I don't really know what that really covers. So I probably, I mean, if you watch my previous videos, you know I'm typically not a fan of running Acid Spray on Escavalier. But able to flip a bad lead there and make something out of it. So this is kind of a weird one. Empoleon is pretty good into the whole team. So, well, especially the Froslass. So I'm going to stay in. Bait the Skull Bash. A lot of people will respect the shield. And we do get a shield from them. And we just go straight Surf at this point. The Shadow Lapras does quite a bit of damage. And I was going to say, too, if you don't have a Shadow Lapras, feel free to use the regular. The regular actually sims a little better in this meta. But I just want to run my Shadow one just for the extra damage. And I have better rank ones for Shadow than I have for non-Shadow, surprisingly. So, they come in with Skarmory here. This is a little awkward. I also didn't really do the best timing, I think, on that attack. Because all these moves kind of threaten, and they actually go straight Brave Bird. I did not expect it, and yeah, this puts me in a tough spot, not gonna lie. So we're gonna no shield this, but yeah, oh wow, that Surf actually does a lot more damage than I was expecting. And they do shield the potential Magcargo, which forces me to shield again, but of course, so I guess it didn't really matter at the end of the day what happened there. But the problem is the Skarmory is way too hard to take out at the health range you're at, and you can see here, I was like, there's no point. So let's just get out of this one. Yeah, that Brave Bird unfortunately was very rough for me, but it was kind of a gamble call, right? Because Sky Attack is not too bad against Froslass there. All right, Froslass, we get a good lead here. A lot will go for Shadow Ball. Some actually go for the bait, though, in the lead, which gets a little weird. But at the end of the day, like, this is exactly the matchup you want to be in. So the longer they're in this matchup, the better it is for you, and the worse it is for them. I am going to... unfortunate charge from priority there. Probably should have done a better job of that specific situation. But we are going to build up to the Skull Bash. And just probably throw the Skull Bash, to be honest. I don't know why they went Hydro Cannon there. I think maybe they thought I was going to catch a move. I don't know. Because we're going to see here. I remember specifically this match. They're throwing Drill Peck next, I think. I believe. Let's see. Maybe we don't see it. Let's see how it goes. I mean, Drill Peck makes a lot of sense. Okay, no. They just go Hydro. Maybe they have like Blizzard. I don't know. Typically not the moveset of choice. But we're going to throw this Drill Run and put it in Avalanche range. Well, actually almost in Powder Snow range at this point. We don't know what's... Oh, yeah, this is the third Pokemon, so we should be fine. Yeah, the throw Magcargo, and yeah, where would we take out here? Sorry, I lost track of the Pokemon there. But yeah, Froslass typically a pretty solid lead. Speaking of solid leads, this is a really nice lead. You do have to watch out for Overheat and potential Stone Edge. Rock Tomb is fine. My opponent is swapping out here to Abomasnow. I'm thinking maybe this might be double grass in the back. So the good news about Escavalier is you don't have to shield anything here. I could have probably came in with Froslass, but I wasn't really sure if it was Razor Leaf or not when I swapped in at the time. I kind of went quick there. But at least we get a shield back against the Magcargo, which is nice. Because they have to respect this double super effective Drill Run, and they're going to shield, which is fantastic for me. And then now they have their Ferrothorn in the back. Yeah, so double grass. Not double Razor Leaf, though, so a little bit more interesting there. I probably should have shielded the first one, because a lot of people like to go Power Whip first and then start throwing Mirror Shots. And it looks like this opponent is going to be one of them. Yeah, Mirror Shot, a little bit less energy, but much better for bait purposes. I'm actually going to throw the Shadow Ball here, mainly because I know I don't likely get to another move unless you want a double shield. But, like I said, you have to watch out for the Overheat from the Magcargo. So I'm going to save my shield for the Lapras instead. And we do get to the Surf in time, though, which is huge. Because now we can just Water Gun down this Ferrothorn and call it a day. Yeah, so even with positive leads in this line, you definitely have to be a little careful. It could definitely be still not the best situation at times. Which is why this comp is fairly fun for the most part. Until you see some really degenerate teams, and you're going to see some of that in a little bit. All right, Regirock lead with a Lapras in back. It's kind of interesting. Very, very weak to fighting Pokemon, but I don't know, I guess it's working for them somehow. I'm going to just double shield because that Surf Landing will allow them just to shield and just Water Gun me down. I want the switch advantage here, but we're down all shields, so not great. At least we do have energy here, so we could potentially grab a shield, and they don't shield for some reason. So that's pretty good for me. I'm going to throw a Surf here and see what we can do. Do they shield this? And no, they're just putting everything on this Regirock. And at that point, because they have 2 shields left, I'm just going to go for Fast Move Crusher at this point and just do everything I can. Can I hang on here to the Stone Edge? I believe so, but barely. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's pretty close. Can we Water Gun down? And we just barely get there. So, yeah, very tough specific matchup, especially because they didn't shield anything, but able to pull it out. Alright, Whiscash lead, they instant swap to Skarmory. So what I'm going to do is throw after they throw the move in case they go Brave Bird. I figure most probably go Sky Attack, which is why I didn't shield, because they're stuck in this matchup, right? And the reason why I didn't swap out there is because my backline is decent into Whiscash as well, and my guess is if they swap out this quickly, they have a hard Lapras counter in the back. So I'm going to just stay in here and see what happens. They actually come back in with Whiscash, which is really interesting to me. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused at what this could possibly be, but that's fine. We're going to let the Mud Bombs go. We know exactly what it's going to be because there's no reason for them to throw Blizzard. And at this point, I'm going to start shielding because we have a lot of energy here, and I don't want to get like fast move down from something in the back. Yeah, we're going to throw the first Avalanche. We actually get a shield here. Interesting. And then I go for Shadow Ball because Shadow Ball is enough, hopefully, to knock out. And I was trying to swap over and catch a move, but unfortunately, they are going to throw a Mud Bomb on charge for priority. And I guess I was trying to get to another move there. It was a little bit risky and sloppy on my end. I probably should have just not done that. But it's an Escavalier here in the back. So it's pretty good for us. We just want to throw the Drill Run and counter down the Whiscash. I don't really want to mess around too much because I know that they still have some energy. And luckily, we get to charge on priority and we finish off the Whiscash. So yeah, definitely probably a little sloppy mid-game from me there, but we're able to close it out. Alright, Lapras and Lucario. This is a tough one, so we're going to swap out here. We have to pretty much shield whatever they might throw. I'm going to throw straight Avalanche here because it does a lot even for resisted. And they throw right after that. Could be close combat, could be... I don't know if it could have been Shadow Ball. I think it's like one short. But either way, even close combat for resisted does a lot to Froslass. Alright, we're going to throw the Shadow Ball, though, get some meaningful damage. It's going to be pretty nice. The problem is they're not really in Surf range. Maybe after I get to Surf, I don't know. It looks like this opponent is going straight Surf, though, so that's actually kind of nice for me. Because it allows me to farm up a little extra here. And is that another Surf? Yeah, they're just going to straight Surf. Very, very good for me, honestly. I'm going to farm up to maximum energy here because the Surf still hurts Lucario quite a bit. And they come in Lucario? I can't even see. Oh, yeah, they did. All right. Now I'm going to come in with my Escavalier here. And then they have a Gligar in the back. Not Gliscor, Gligar. The problem with Gligar is it's way more bulky, as you can see right there, right? A lot more bulky than Gliscor. And I kind of have to let this go. And they boost, and it's pretty much over at this point. So, honestly, if it was a Gliscor, it might be a different situation. And obviously, if they don't boost. But, yeah, the combination of all these things just make it really rough. I can't even Water Gun down. If I Water Gun down and get a Surf off, it might be a different story. But all right, and to wrap it up, we have a Kartana. Dude, like I said, this club started out so promising, and it got like kind of degen by the end of it, or pretty quickly here too. It's the, you know, fast move pressure is always going to be a thing in GPO and a lot of cups, unfortunately. I'm gonna no shield here because my Lapras doesn't have too much play into this back end matchup. I just also need to make sure they think that their Mawile doesn't have any play. And if they have another fire Pokemon in the back, I just kind of lose. But it actually ends up being a Gliscor. So we have some play here for sure. I'm actually kind of shocked because if you go fast move pressure, you should just commit to fast move pressure. You know, like, why half commits? But anyway, it is pretty rare to see a Kartana in Great League, so it's kind of cool to see once in a while, even if it's a really weird team. I'm going to just double shield here and hope that I can counter down. I mean, we saw how much damage this did and able to finish it off. Overall, the meta was kind of hit or miss for me. You know, there are definitely times where it was a lot of fun and a lot of times where it was just really depends on the team composition you run into. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like and share, subscribe for future content, hit that notification bell to get alerted right when I post a new video, and I'll catch you all next time.